Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name is Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Amperson. Good morning.
$7:31. Now, here's the deal. Dropped 6 degrees in the last 20 minutes.
Oh, wow.
46 at 7, 40 right now. There was cloudy skies at 7, almost all clear now. And so when the clouds have moved away, the temperature has, went in the old tank.
Yeah.
And so we're going to be windy throughout most of today. Winds will continue as they picked up yesterday here early in the afternoon. And we were listening to the reports that you were making from Columbus, talking about how beautiful it was. Mm-hmm. It was beautiful here in the morning, and we started getting the cloud cover and the wind in the early afternoon, and evidently it held off where you were at.
There was wind certainly in the afternoon, but nothing like, maybe 20 miles an hour, but it wasn't where it was blowing you over. So everybody was thankful for that yesterday for sure.
Yeah. I could see why, because it would make it not very much fun. Wind can take the fun out of just about anything.
It can.
And today won't be that much fun when you're outside because it's going to be blowing all day today, but we'll head towards some better weather towards the weekend. Now, we'll look for these clearing skies to give us a chance for old Jack Frost to move in tonight.
Wonderful.
And talking about down around 30. So, yeah, it's about that time of year. So we'll expect at least some frost this evening. And we picked up 28 hundredths precipitation as of 7 o'clock this morning. Kind of wet things down a little bit, which is kind of nice. Not so much that it slows down harvest, but it might knock down a little dust.
Yeah.
And if you had some sort of fertilizer on your yard and haven't got it, watered yet, maybe that took care of it for you. You sure look nice today.
Thanks,
you
Dave.
really look pretty clean shaven. Got a nice little shirt on there.
Yeah, well, thanks. Yes, I did decide to put a shirt on today.
We're glad that you did that. Yesterday was a fun day to listen to your reports. I'm sure it was fun watching a team settle in and come back and do what they knew they could do. And that was the Lady Indians golf team who were a little nervous the first day out, it sounds like, and they really just decided, hey, let's just go play.
Yeah, I think they kind of admitted that when we talked to them when the tournament was over. And, we forget, for 3 of those girls, they'd never played at the state tournament before. Yeah. And you can say it's just another golf meet, but it's different. I think it's pretty safe to say that there are more spectators at the state tournament than any other tournament you're going to play in. Some of these invitationals, obviously, you have some parents that go and follow the kids, but at state, there's a lot of spectators. There really are, and not just when you're teeing off. There's always a good group of people that follow each group out around the course. So you always have someone watching you. That can be a little intimidating, I would think, anyway.
I would think so, too.
And they got through the first day, and the second day, wow, all 5 of them who participated showed what they're capable of doing. And it all came together, a 345 on the second day. Just incredible. And the scores that they posted on the back 9 were just, it made your eyes pop out. At least they did mine when I was watching them come in. So, yeah, great effort by the kids. It was fun watching them play, and then obviously play the way they did yesterday. And just kind of took the team championship yesterday, especially on the back nine. So congratulations to them. What an accomplishment, winning a state championship, doing it for the second year in a row now. And, Emery Custer, she was a senior. She had the low round for the team, was a 7th place medalist. But everybody else and a really good group of girls that were on the junior varsity last year, that JV team had a great year too. And so Emory's the only one that won't return next year. Everybody else is back, and you've got some really good girls who will get a chance to compete for varsity next year. So they're going to be a really good team next year too. So congratulations to them, to the coaches, to the girls golf family of Broken Bow. There was a lot of anxiety, I think, going into I think anxiety more for those of us watching the girls yesterday than the girls themselves. I think the nervousness for the girls came on day one. The nerves for everybody else came on day two, because Broken Bow was a few shots behind going into the second day of competition. But there was a lot of enjoyment as we got to about mid-afternoon and could kind of see what might happen. So congratulations to them.
Yep, and as you mentioned, you've got those junior varsity players. I know you had an alternate player there, the Garcia girl, I believe.
Yeah, Kennedy was there, so, just in case, she would have to step in at the last second. Yeah. So, there's
it's a team.
It is a team, and I think the coaches will tell you that golf is no different than any other sport in the fact that when you have girls on your roster that are pushing the varsity players in practice, it makes them better.
Yep.
And I'll guarantee you that was going on with the girls golf program.
Well, that was exciting. The Lady Indians volleyball team last night cruised through their triangular, and now they have a big match coming up this week, I believe, with kind of a rival, don't they?
Yeah, I think Kearney Catholic comes to town on Thursday, so the Stars are pretty good. And you know what? Broken Bow's pretty good. So it'll be a pretty good match coming up on Thursday. The two played last year, the two played a 5-set marathon thriller. So it's going to be great for both teams. Both teams will get a real good opportunity to see how they stack up against one another and really against the best in state on Thursday. So that'll be a fun match.
And that's here?
I believe that's here,
okay,
yes.
So
I'm pretty sure.
Fill up the gym as our sports team will be traveling and covering other activities such as big football games. And we'll be doing a number of different things Thursday, Friday, and Saturday due to the fact that there's football, there's MNAC, and the guys are going to try to cover all that. As a matter of fact, tomorrow, it looks like, according to the sheet here, Sandhills Thedford's meeting Pleasanton in football, and that should be a dandy. And we're going to be able to bring that to you in video, along with the guys calling it. It won't be on the radio, the way I understand it.
That's correct.
But it will be on the video, and you can watch it on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. Kickoff is at 7 p.m. They'll be on a little ahead of that, and that's at Dunning.
I believe so,
So
yes.
the guys will be bringing you live video coverage of that matchup, and then the first round of the MNAC volleyball tournament will feature games on KBBN from Anselmo Myrna High School. That features Sandhills Thedford and Brady, then Mullen and Twin Loop, and then the winner of the
winner of the Sandhills Thedford Brady match.
There you go. Thank you.
Will play Anselmo Myrna.
That's ST, which you have to help me with.
That's all right. Yes. Yeah.
They'll take on Anselmo Myrna. And the action starts at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Is that correct?
I think so.
Yeah. Then on Friday, you've got more football.
We do.
Arcadia and Arcadia Loop City taking on Anselmo Myrna. That is a big one.
That's going to be a great game. Yeah, can't wait. We've got two amazing football games that we're going to broadcast on Friday. We'll have Anselmo Myrna and Arcadia Loop City. Both teams are 6-1. what a great battle Anselmo Myrna put up against Burwell the other Friday night. Arcadia Loop City, that's their only loss, is to Burwell. So this is going to be a dandy, and we'll have it on the radio for you Friday night. And then Broken Bow and Cozad, you want to talk about a big game. Both teams 5-2, both teams trying to solidify maybe a spot in the playoffs, and you talk rivalry. That's going to be fun, too. We'll have Broken Bow and Cozad on KCNI Radio on Friday night.
And the Anselmo Myrna Arcadia Loop City game on KBBN. Then on Saturday, we'll have Husker football for you on KBBN as usual. That is a 9 a.m. pregame, 11 o'clock kickoff with Minnesota. I say Minnesota. They'll be matching up, and we'll, think maybe the Huskers have a shot. Of course, they'll be on the road. And then over on KCNI, MNAC volleyball semifinals, third place game and championship. That will also be, that's going to be video as well.
Yep, that's my understanding. Yep, we'll do the MNAC volleyball. So we do want to stress that MNAC volleyball first round coverage Thursday night from Myrna will be on the radio on KBBN 95.3 FM. And then on Saturday, because of Husker football, we'll do the MNAC radio coverage on KCNI 1280 AM and 96.3 FM. So please take note of that on Saturday, but we will also do it on the video with our radio play-by-play call attached to it on Saturday as well.
All right, that's what's coming up. It's even hard to keep track of, but it's all coming up.
Tell me about it.
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And along with that,
yes.
You know what's coming?
I have no idea.
You know what's coming?
I don't know even what's coming up in the next minute. I'm a little bit overwhelmed this week.
Well, it's like a wedding. It's underway. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yes, I know.
That's what's coming.
Yeah.
It's on a roll. You cannot stop it. Sandhills Dunning Schools today. On Wednesday, they're having spaghetti with meat sauce, Italian rolls.
Loop City today on the school lunch menu, breaded beef sandwich or chicken Philly with oven potatoes at Loop City today.
Callaway, it's bacon, cheeseburgers, fruit, vegetables, and milk.
Thetford today, Parmesan Ranch chicken, mashed potatoes, broccoli, and dinner roll at Thetford.
And today at Sargent, they're having taco salad with lettuce, salsa, cheese, corn, fruit cup, milk, and salad bar at Sargent.
All right. I'm confused here. What is today's the 13th, isn't it?
Yeah, today's the 13th.
Okay, so that should not be crossed off. Okay, so today at Broken Bow Middle and High School, mozzarella Bosco sticks with marinara dipping sauce, barbecue rib sandwich, fresh baked combo sub, and chef salad with roasted flatbread on the menu today at Broken Bow.
SEM today, they're having hamburgers and fries. What's SEM up to in six-man? Are they rolling along here this year?
Dave, you're putting me on the spot. Yeah, I think they won Friday, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
Yeah, so they're doing good. Their volleyball team, congratulations to them. They made the Fort Kearney Conference Championship tomorrow night. So
wow.
So yeah, they're having a good sports season.
SEM. Arnold today, they're having chicken nuggets, mac and cheese.
Ansley today, grilled cheese at Ansley for lunch today.
Part of my job is to put you on the spot.
Thanks, appreciate that. Let's see, Litchfield today, we've got them popcorn chicken bowl on the lunch menu at Litchfield. And I've got one more. This would be Anselmo Myrna, and it's showing super nachos today, barbecue rib sandwich, fresh baked turkey and cheese sub on the menu today at AM.
It's Big Pig Day today, so we're going to be giving you a question that you can possibly answer correctly to win yourself a delicious treat at Runza in Broken Bow.
Now, according to this, it looks like you still have one question left to ask on the Fall Classic. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay, so here we go. This question has to do with World Series history. The year 1993. The World Series found the Philadelphia Phillies down 3-2 against the Toronto Blue Jays in Game 6. With the Phillies going into the bottom of the ninth inning with a 6-5 lead, trying to tie it up at 3 games each, Which Phillies pitcher gave up a 3-run homer to Joe Carter to end the World Series in Game 6? Your choices are Mitch Williams, Jim Catfish Hunter, Steve Carlton, or Todd Stottlemyre. Those are your choices. Game 6, World Series, 1993. Joe Carter hit a home run to win the World Series for the Toronto Blue Jays. Who did he hit the home run off of? Was it pitcher Mitch Williams, Jim Catfish Hunter, Steve Carlton, or Todd Stottlemyre? If you know, call us at 872-2801.
Ben is in a sticky situation.
I got so excited for my fresh-baked Runza cinnamon rolls that I forgot to grab a napkin.
Now you got cinnamon roll fingers, and they're so ooey.
And gooey. I can't grab a spoon to dig into my delicious homemade chili.
Maybe you should call for help?
Oh, I'll call my mom. Oh, I've ruined my phone.
Worth it, though. Come get Runza's homemade chili, fresh-baked cinnamon rolls, and a napkin today. Because Runza makes it all better.
Remember, today is Pigs in a Blanket Day.
And we have Billy on the line. Good morning, Billy.
Good morning, Dave. How you doing?
We're doing good. How about you?
Well, I'm good. I'm glad the girls won the state golf. I said yesterday on Party Line, the girls were going to win the state golf championship.
And you were right.
Yes, and those girls are good.
They are
Trust
very
me.
good.
And they got a good coach. He knows what he's doing.
Well, it sure seems that way. They're doing really, really well. 2 championships in a row. You can't really expect a team to do that. So they did it and did it well. Now, here's Brett with your question.
All right, Billy. 1993 World Series. Joe Carter hit a home run to win the World Series in Game 6 for Toronto. Who'd he hit it off of?
Mitch Williams?
You got it. It was Wild Thing.
Yeah, I remember that because all the Phillies had to do was get him out, and they didn't. And he threw one right down the middle of the plate. Joe Carter jacked it over the left field fence.
Yeah, he jacked it out all right.
And the place went nuts.
It did go a little bit crazy. Yeah, that was in Toronto when he hit it. So,
all right.
All right, Billy, we got a certificate that'll get you a free pig in a blanket that they serve on Wednesday at Runza. So just come on out and see us when you can.
Okay, all right. Thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks, Billy.
Talk to you later, Billy.
Bye.
Well, Billy knows his baseball, and
Yes, he does.
a lot of us wouldn't have remembered that, but Billy did. So he's got himself a good treat from Runs in Broken Bow. More after these words.
Whether you're seeking curb appeal for your home or you want to do a remodel or new construction, Ansley Lumber and Supply in downtown Ansley has the materials that you'll need, from premium lumber to metal for buildings, plus GAF shingles for the roof and quality Benjamin Moore paint available in over 3,500 colors. Ask them about consultations with their pros and delivery. 935-1815. Or see them on Main Street in Ansley at Ansley Lumber and Supply.
Summer is winding down and harvest is gearing up. This is Chip with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency reminding you to watch out for all the hazards on the road this fall. From big equipment and semis to displaced deer and other critters, it can be a rough time for your auto insurance. Want to be sure to have the right coverage for all the stuff that can happen on the road? Give us a call to review all your insurance coverages. From home, auto, farm, ranch, business, and crop, we handle it all. Now with offices in Callaway, Broken Bow, Albion, and Lincoln, schedule an appointment today with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency.
The Secret Garden, a secret that just can't be kept. Right now, it's fall, and guess what? Fall decorations are on sale between 25 and 50% off. Open Friday 11:30 to 4:30 and Saturday 8:30 to 4:30. Savings on all fall decorations 25 to 50% off. Joshua 1 verse 9. Be strong, be brave, be fearless. You are never alone. The Secret Garden, located 2 1/4 miles west of Myrna on Highway 92 and a half a mile north.
October is one of our favorite months at Team Physical Therapy because it's National Physical Therapy Month. October is focused on promoting the benefits of physical therapy, the importance of movement in our everyday lives, and overall wellness. Team Physical Therapy offers many therapies to help. Stop by one of our locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, Gothenburg, and Kearney, or call 872-5111. Here's to the month of celebrating physical therapy from Team Physical Therapy.
10 minutes before the hour, Mike Evans is here from Evans Feed. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Dave.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Do you like Brent's shirt? I think it looks really sharp on him.
He looks pretty debonair.
He does. He looks really sharp today. Looks like he's been, I don't know, working out or what. He just looks really stealth.
I think he just wore a really tight shirt, so it looks like he's working out.
I'm going to stop right there.
I can't even respond.
He's probably doing push-ups at the golf course yesterday.
I've given up.
Probably was.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people were, just to relieve stress.
That was pretty impressive. I felt like they would come back and win, but, you just never know.
Yeah.
No, not in that sport. You never know.
Mm-hmm. No, it just takes a couple bad holes and you're out of it.
Yep. So, yeah, hats off to them. They did great, and the volleyball girls are doing great.
Mm-hmm.
Having a good year cross country.
Broken Bow's right in the hunt and football.
Yep.
And
a lot of good teams around.
Area teams are just all right there.
And Selma Myrna just about took out Burwell.
Just about, man.
And Ansley's doing good.
Yeah.
There are a lot of good teams.
Litch, and then, of course, Arcadia, Loop City, they're tough. And SEM down in 6-man. And
Sandhill Thetford's not bad.
They're pretty good.
Think?
They're pretty decent.
South Loop is young, and they're showing promise.
Twin Loops, same way.
Twin Loops really improved.
They just about knocked off Pleasanton the other night.
We've got a lot of good athletes around here, a lot of good coaches.
Yep, a lot of good teams in all the sports.
I just can't believe, as far as mental capacity, though, how Billy remembers what happened in 1993.
I'm with you.
I
told Brent I never would have remembered that.
That was 28 years ago.
And I got news for you. I knew it right away.
Did you?
Oh yeah, I remember it to this day. Now what I don't remember is when my wife asked me to pick up a gallon of milk.
Yeah.
When I come home from work. I can't remember that, but I can tell you how many yards Tommy Frazier had in the Fiesta Bowl back in 1995.
Really? That's impressive.
I don't know if it is or not.
Yeah,
it's kind of geekish, actually. But people who love sports, they do that sort of thing. We like sports. We just don't remember all the numbers, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Before we jump in, we want to get everything on with Evans Feed. Congratulations on your recent award this past Sunday. You are the wheel horse.
Oh, thank you.
So you have received that Sunday afternoon during their annual gathering for the Custer County Economic Development Group. I agree with them 100%. You're past president. I've seen you go through a lot of different challenges, let's say, and you've always been there and pulled everybody together and got us through. So I think it was an award well deserved.
Well, I appreciate that, Dave. There is a lot of wheel horses in that outfit, and in this county, actually.
Yeah, there are. That's how it works.
Yep.
And a wheel horse, if you don't know, is because John Sennett explained it.
Yeah, I didn't know either, but John did explain it pretty well.
It's the horse that's in a team that is the go-to horse, the horse that's on the right side in this particular place where they kind of are the horse that kind of leads from that position.
Yeah,
it was pretty detailed.
It's humbling.
Yeah,
but like I said, the thing that's good about that group is it's Custer County.
Yes,
we care about as much what's going on in Arnold and Sargent, Ansley, and Soma, all these little towns around as we do.
Yep. It's a good
Callaway.
It's a good organization because it is countywide. I think.
That's what makes it great, because there was people at the picnic from every town around, and some farmers and ranchers there as well, and
Royalty was there. Ken Pitkin was there.
Yeah, Ken Pitkin was there. Yeah, I saw him.
He stopped by and said hello. We didn't hug. I don't know what happened there. But anyway, things going on at the feed store. This time of year, a lot of different wheels in motion as far as harvest, moving cattle, weaning cattle.
Mm-hmm. It's super busy right now, trying to get product in, and we got our big mineral sale going on, and I think there's a lot of people facing supply chain issues, you could say. Mm-hmm. I guess I haven't really had too much problem yet with that. The only thing that's going on is cattle mineral prices are going up, and that it's hard to get ahead of that because you only have so much space. But we have our sale going on, and it should be a good investment compared to what it sounds like it's going to be like in the future. But once you start banking on the markets, they do just the opposite.
Yeah,
so I don't want to be a fear monger or anything like that. But the trends in vitamins and minerals are going up.
Okay. So booking ahead,
Yep.
A lot of people do it anyway.
Oh yeah, it's a big deal every year, no matter what. But on our minerals, we give 4 bags free with a ton, which, a good bag of cattle mineral now is anywhere from $25 to $30. Some of it's more than that, some of it's less, but so it's a good way to save $100 to $120. And then we also carry VitaFirm mineral, and we got $40 a ton off on that. So if you know you're going to use it in the future here, it's probably a wise thing to get it bought ahead and get your free goods as well. And we're trying to stay ahead of it on ourselves. And long as Amber keeps writing the checks, I'll keep buying mineral.
That's the way that works.
There you go. Yeah. So yeah, that's the big thing going on right now.
That's called the true family checks and balance there.
Yeah, exactly. You probably know all about it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then take advantage of that if you can out there. And as Mike mentioned, this is something you've done for quite a while, and people always take notice on it, and a lot of times get involved in it.
Yep, and they can save some money. We always do it in the fall and in the spring. So.
Okay.
And then just let everybody know that we have distillers pellets and cubes and meal and all the distillers products. Sell a lot of cubes, and we bag our own pellets, so our price is very competitive on our distillers pellets.
All right. So the other things that we'll be talking about here real soon is colder weather. We've got a chance of the first frost tonight, and that kind of indicates that down the road we're going to be looking at below freezing temperatures on a regular basis out there for all the animals that you guys supply feed for. So time to stock up probably in case we hit a cold spell before we are prepared for it.
Yeah. Intakes definitely go up, and you can see. I mean, if you're feeding out there, you can see it every day. But even dogs and cats and everything just has to eat more to.
Yep.
So the bowl might be empty a little quicker than what it was last time, And the other thing is we sell a lot of bird feed, and they're going to start looking for something to eat here pretty soon. And we mix our own bird mix as well, and so that helps keep the price down on it. It's a little bit pricey this year because millet's high priced, and so is black sunflowers. So both those products are a big part of wild bird feed, and a lot of people feed black sunflowers, and they grow a lot of them in North Dakota and South Dakota, and it was dry this year, so it's just a crop issue. It was poor crop.
Supplied problem again.
But we do have some, so we're thankful for that.
Yeah. Of course, you're kind of past the cover crop situation. I think the window's kind of closing on some of that. And then we're going to talk about things like range cubes and feeding them in the pasture or bringing them in, all of that sort of thing.
Yeah, the cover crop boys are up the street.
Yeah, that's right.
To the north. I mean, that's their gig, and they do a great job at it.
Yeah.
And we're more into the feeding end of it.
You sell the. I get confused. Is the cane that you sell?
We sell cane seed in the early summer.
Okay.
And late spring, but as far as that's about the only seed we sell. Okay. And that's just a throwback to the good old days. 'Cause a lot of guys got it from my grandpa, and they always want me to get it. And
so you just do it.
So I do.
Yeah.
But as far as all the other stuff, we don't carry that. But the boys up the street do a good job, and we sell the feed end of it.
How about cubes? Are the supply going to be all right on those, you think?
I think the supply is okay. It's just logistics, getting the truckers here and things like that. And it's a busy time of year with harvest going on.
Yeah.
It's hard to get trucks. But so far, I got about 30 ton of it down there, so I'm not worried about it yet. But another week or two, I'll start. Another week, I'll probably be getting a little nervous. But
might be moving some.
The Bates building is full.
It's already filled up.
Yeah, it's filled up. Yeah, I'm thankful for the cool weather a little bit to get. You always fight heat when you're in the feed business, and the weevils love a long extended summer, and sometimes you'll see a weevil, and it's like we need to set that pallet outside and let them freeze, and I think it's going to happen this week.
Yeah,
so
sounds like it.
Yep.
Sounds like it. All right. Well, don't forget about Oconto, folks. That's down there for you folks in southern Custer County and adjoining counties to drop by and pick your feed up there.
Yep. Old Troy, he's down there every day. Troy Donegan from Callaway, and does a great job for us in Oconto, and a lot of good customers down there.
All right. Anything else that we didn't talk about?
I think we got her about whipped. It's 8 o'clock, and people probably want to hear the news, right?
I don't know if they do or not.
Maybe not. That's a good point.
It just depends.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going to have on there, but I'm sure it'll be happy.
I'm sure it'll be happy.
Well,
yeah.
I think William Shatner's going into space today. I
He
think
is.
that's,
There you go.
That's one of the lead stories. Wow.
That's happy.
Yeah. He's going up with a few other millionaires. I don't know if he had to pay for this trip or not.
I don't know.
He's 90.
I think it's good PR, whoever thought of it.
The new tourism rig they have that goes up and just barely into space and comes back. I don't know if you guys heard this or not, real quick. They're actually, that sounds like pretty cool. They're going up in this rocket. Well, now they have a air balloon, hot air balloon, that is going in past the stratosphere into space. It takes several days, I think, to get up. You go into space and you come back. I suppose you have to put on, some sort of oxygen when you get up to a certain level.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not comfortable with that.
Yeah, I'm getting older, and I'm thinking, how are they going to get rid of their coffee?
Well,
that's
a good question.
I don't know. Taking really a hot air balloon up into space?
Yeah. I just read that the other day.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that. What if a albatross flew into it or something?
Yeah.
I think the ticket price is a little lower than the rocket for you folks who are, having a little trouble with the budget.
Yeah.
They might encourage you to up your insurance your life insurance policy before you go up there, but.
Yeah, you probably write that all off, I imagine.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, Mike, thanks a lot for coming in. Again, congratulations on your award. I think that's pretty cool. And I know that it's kind of humbling when you get something like that, but it's pretty neat that people recognize that you've spent plenty of hours that nobody knows about in these situations, that pop up when you're the president.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you guys very much. Have a good day.
You too, Mike. News is next.
Rise and shine.
All right. The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN. You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Captain Kirk, a.k.a. Star Trek star William Shatner, set to blast off into space 90 minutes from now.
I think if there's any stress on the 90-year-old crew member, probably going to be the deceleration back into the atmosphere. But, they know that people can do that. It lasts a very short period of time.
CBS News space consultant Bill Harwood. America reopening its land borders with Canada and Mexico. CBS's Anne-Marie Green reports.
Vehicle, rail, and ferry travel into the U.S. has been restricted since the pandemic began in March of last year. Restrictions on air travel into the country are also being eased next month.
The House, voting straight down party lines last night, passed a measure raising the debt limit till December anyway, which makes political analyst Larry Sabato really tired.
It'll all come up again in a few months, along with keeping the government open. We can just expect more and more of that through the rest of this Congress.
Next budget deadline, December 3rd. CBS News Brief, I'm Vicki Barker.
Here is a look at state news. I'm Gavin Higgins. Police were called to a single vehicle accident in southeast Nebraska Monday night. The Lincoln Police Department and Lincoln Fire and Rescue responded to a motorcycle accident just before 11 p.m. Monday at 1st and Adams Street. Police say that when they arrived, they found a 61-year-old man who was unresponsive at the scene. Officials say officers attempted life-saving measures, including CPR, until medical units arrived and took over. The man was then taken to a local hospital where he was declared dead. Police say that officers interviewed witnesses and processed the scene for evidence. They determined the man was driving his 2009 Harley-Davidson southbound on North 1st Street. Authorities say that as the motorcycle approached the roundabout at Adams Street, it collided with the outside curb and the driver became separated from the motorcycle. Police say they are investigating to determine and timeline and where the alcohol and drugs were a factor. They say the driver was wearing a helmet and there were no other vehicles involved. The man's identity has not yet been released. This is an ongoing investigation. The number of new virus cases and hospitalizations improved slightly in Nebraska again last week, but they remain at an elevated level that is straining the state's hospitals. The state reported 4,534 cases in the week that ended on Friday, according to data from the Federal Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. The Omaha World Herald reports that it is down about 5% from the 4.775 cases in Nebraska reported the week before. A month ago, the state was reporting roughly 5,300 cases per week in the first half of September. The number of people hospitalized with the virus in the state averaged around 400 a day last week, which was down from 415 a day in the previous week. In its most recent daily update, the state said 411 people were hospitalized statewide as of Monday. The positive trend also shows up in the 7-day rolling average of daily new cases, which decreased from 853.71 new cases per day on September 26th to 452.71 new cases per day on Sunday.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
In postseason baseball, the Dodgers avoid elimination with a 7-2 win over the Giants. Mookie Betts hit a 2-run homer, drove in 3. Will Smith had a late 2-run homer to ice it as L.A. evens that series at 2-2. A deciding Game 5 will be in San Francisco on Thursday. The Braves eliminate the Brewers with a 5-4 win. Freddie Freeman's solo homer in the 8th broke a 4-4 tie as Atlanta takes that series 3-1. They await the winner of L.A. San Francisco in the NLCS. The Astros close out the White Sox with a 10-1 win. Michael Brantley, Alex Bregman, Carlos Correa each drove in 2 runs. Lance McCullers Jr. started for Houston. He went 4 innings, allowed 1 run on 5 hits. Then the Houston bullpen took over, 5 innings pitched, no runs allowed on 2 hits. Houston wins the series 3-1 to advance to face Boston in the American League Championship Series. Opening night in the NHL, I saw a pair of games. The Penguins knock off the 2-time defending Stanley Cup champion Lightning 6-2, and the Seattle Kraken in their first game in franchise history lose in Vegas to the Golden Knights 4-3.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, look for clearing skies with high temperatures working up into the upper 50s. We'll have our winds gusty turning to the west, increasing to 30 to 40. Then for tonight, mostly clear with some frost possible late to low at 32. Winds becoming lighter from the northwest. For Thursday, partly sunny skies in the upper 50s. And for your Friday, staying dry with a high of 57. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
Do you check your Google search results regularly? You should. People often get their first impression of you or your business online. Negative comments on the internet can impact your life and your livelihood. Take control of your online reputation. Get your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com. It may reveal negative posts from an ex-employee, upset patient or client, news article, legal issue, or even exposed personal information right there in your Google search results. Uncover what's lurking on the internet about you with reputationdefender.com's patented scan and get your free reputation report card. Or for immediate assistance with your reputation, call 800-401-6681. Our cutting-edge technology helps make your Google search results look their best. Call 800-401-6681. That's 800-401-6681. 800-401-6681. Or take the free scan at reputationdefender.com.
8:08 is your time. It's 39 degrees outside. We started out at 52 when Joan and I arrived here this morning in the 5 o'clock hour. 52 along about 5:30, and now it's 39 here at 8 o'clock. So once that cloud cover moved away, the temperatures have dropped in our listening area. 39 clear. Winds are not dropping off, though. They're out of the southwest, 15 to 35 miles an hour. Barometric pressure rising at 29.53, humidity at 81%. Our high yesterday, 72, overnight low of 46. Sunset at 7:02 today, sunrise tomorrow morning at 7:49. 28 hundredths precipitation measured in our rain gauge this morning as of 7 o'clock. Actually, at 6 o'clock, but it didn't rain after that. So 28 hundredths now for the month of October. 39, clear and windy, and it will be windy throughout the day today. Brent Apperson and Dave Burney with you here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. I must be getting some hot messages on my phone.
I was going to say, your phone is just going crazy. Boy, you're a popular guy today. Just stop the show. Look at your phone.
Oh, let's see here. A new single in from Yola.
From who?
I don't know.
Oh, I was going to say, I've never heard of them.
I get
from
these
Yola?
Yola.
Okay.
The song is called Stand for Myself.
Oh.
Title track from a new album. New album from Reform the Hounds.
Reform the Hounds.
Yes.
Can't say I've heard of them either.
New release from Strand of Oaks.
Oh, okay.
And
You get a lot of those
all the time
from just bands just trying to
hit
introduce
the
themselves.
Yeah. New release for new president, Born to Get It Now. I don't know what that's all about.
From what?
Robert.
What was the name of the band?
Robert, new release from New President.
New President.
Born to Get It Now.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. That's just the ones that come in here in the last 30 minutes. I
wow.
deleted a bunch this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, Kyle Vincent has a new one out if you're interested in that.
Oh.
It's called Shindig.
Okay. Should I know him?
No.
Okay.
Probably not. All right. Emily covered the city council meeting last night because Gavin was covering volleyball. And so that story will run today. And also, Gavin will be putting some more stories in. He had the supervisors meeting in this morning. And so we've got government covered for you on our local news today, as usual. Don't forget, is this Wednesday already? Holy
I
smokes.
guess. I have no idea.
Melham Hospital Rummage Sale continues today, 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. at the Broken Bow Municipal Building. It will be a half day tomorrow from 8 a.m. until 1 p.m. at the Municipal Building. And that is also kind of when they clean things up and pack it up. If you'd like to volunteer to help tomorrow, they would really appreciate that. Get it all ready. What they don't sell goes on to Goodwill. Mm-hmm. So if you want to help with that, that's tomorrow afternoon at the Municipal Building. Today, pretty important day.
Okay.
As every day is important.
Well, sure. There's always something important about every day.
It's Silly Sayings Day.
Oh, okay. We've probably said a few of those on the breakfast show over the years.
We have, but these are the ones maybe
a couple come to my mind right away.
You may have heard some of these though from your grandparents. And
okay.
You know, like a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush.
Oh.
You know, things like that.
Okay.
That you might have heard your grandma, your aunt and uncle say, or maybe your mom and dad. Things like that, or high on the hog.
Mm.
That's one saying that you hear every once in a while.
I don't know if this would fall into the category or not, but my dad has one that just drives me nuts.
Which one is it?
I'll be kind of complaining about something, and he'll say, "Son, when you're down and life's a curse, cheer up. Tomorrow could be worse." I hate that saying. Maybe that's just, I don't know if anyone else uses that, but that's one of my dad's favorites. I'm like, thanks, Dad. Thanks for the encouragement.
Well, this is one that my mother used to use, and it's a little bit out there. It's it may not be acceptable because Mom, she kind of liked to use sayings that were a little on the edge, not even close to what my dad would use.
Sure.
But she had one, if you were complaining and whining a little bit, she would say, "Tough titty," said the kitty, "but the milk's still good."
That's great.
There's more silly sayings.
Yeah.
Live, love, laugh. You'll see that stitched to like the cushion on your grandma's couch.
Oh, yeah.
Also, the bee's knees. Do you remember that one at all?
Yeah, I do a little bit. What it refers to, I'm kind of coming up blank, but I've heard it.
Yeah.
You're the bee's knees.
So you're the bee's knees.
Something.
How about there's a fly in the ointment?
Oh, yeah, I've heard that one.
Like a bull in a china shop.
Oh, yeah, that's popular.
Get your goat. Well, we've all heard that one.
Yeah.
Get off your high horse.
Mm-hmm.
Straight from the horse's mouth.
Yeah.
Don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
These are all the horse ones.
Yeah.
Oh, horse feathers. And then the last but not least of this list anyway, chew the cud.
Oh, yeah.
And there's many more.
Yep.
That are both radio presentable and some that are not.
Yes.
I wish I could give you some of my dad's.
I do too. Share those with me when we're off the air, would you?
Oh, I bet you people out there had a granddad or a dad.
Oh, yeah.
That had a whole bunch of them, and they just come out at the proper time or improper time.
Yeah. My grandpa had one. What would he say? How are you today, Grandpa? I'm finer than fuzz on a biscuit.
That's a good one. Finer than frog hair. You heard that one quite a bit, too. All right. If you got some sayings, go ahead and say them today because it's Silly Saying Day. It's also a day to celebrate birthdays. Now, we don't have any birthdays locally that we documented today, but we do want you to know that if you're celebrating a birthday today, you're celebrating a birthday with Jerry Rice.
The wide receiver from San Francisco.
Over 100 NFL records, considered one of the, if not the best, wide receiver of all times. He is 59 today. Paul Simon.
Wow, really?
Singer-songwriter. Was, of course, with the duo Simon and Garfunkel when it first started, out on his own. He has 16 Grammy Awards. He is 80 today.
80 today.
Yep.
Can we play Bridge Over Troubled Water? Do we have that?
We can probably have the gadget play it. That's kind of a... it's kind of weird that you would remember that song. That's a really old Simon and Garfunkel song.
I don't know. Just what a beautiful song.
Mrs. Robinson's kind of good.
Yeah. Graceland. We could play Graceland.
Graceland, yeah. That was when Paul was on his own.
Yeah.
Also, it's Marie Osmond's birthday today.
Oh, really?
She is 62 today. She's the only sister from the famous Osmond brothers that forged her own singing career and also did a little acting, author, and TV personality.
Mm-hmm.
Marie Osmond. And she also, is she the one that advertises the weight loss program?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. Nancy Kerrigan, you might remember her.
Yeah, the ice skater.
Yeah, Olympic ice skater, sadly known more for her 1994 injury by, well, she was kind of a hook or crook type. She got herself in some trouble there.
Well, yeah, there was the whole thing with her and Tanya Harding was the other skater that apparently, got her boyfriend to try to take out Nancy Kerrigan.
Yes.
Yeah.
She did. She was
quite
kind of nasty. She's 52 today.
Nancy Kerrigan is.
Yes.
Okay.
Sammy Hagar.
Hey, there you go.
The rocker for Van Halen for a few years and, of course, his own career. He is 74 today. And as you mentioned, trending, this is a trending story, William Shatner blasts off to space today. 90-year-old actor who was Star Trek's original Captain Kirk, supposed to blast off this morning in the Blue Origin's second civilian space flight. He'll be joined by 3 other filthy rich nobodies who can easily afford a 6-minute flight to space. Launch time around 9 a.m. Eastern, unless more bad weather forces them to change. And last but not least, while we have a moment here, we have candy corn bratwurst available in Wisconsin.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Candy corn bratwurst.
Yes.
Boy, I wonder what that would taste like.
Well, America's most hated Halloween candy, and I don't know if I agree with that.
Why do people hate candy corn?
I don't know. I like it.
I like it too.
Put it with peanuts, you got yourself a meal.
Oh, my goodness, that is the greatest Halloween snack created.
So a butcher in Madison, Wisconsin is now making candy corn bratwurst.
Okay.
Along with the ground up meat, they add 3 cans of local Oktoberfest beef, some seasoning, and 2 entire bags of candy corn.
Wow.
They say it's sweet but not scary sweet. And apparently some people really like it. The market's entire batch of Franken-Weenies also sold out in no time.
Wow. Candy corn bratwurst.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would try it.
I'm not a bratwurst guy, though, are you?
You're not? Oh, yeah, I'm a bratwurst guy.
You are?
Oh, I love a brat. Absolutely.
But is a bratwurst like brats are like the big hot dogs, right?
Well,
like a sausage, they're kind of more like a sausage.
Yeah, right.
But isn't bratwurst the stuff that's kind of like peanut butter?
The stuff that's kind of like peanut butter.
It's kind of livery and kind of like a spread.
No, no. What?
You spread it on. Isn't that bratwurst?
I think you're thinking liverwurst or something.
Oh, liverwurst.
No, a bratwurst is like the that you put in a hot dog bun. That's a brat.
That's a brat.
Yeah.
But liverwurst is the one
I
you
think
spread
that
on.
I think that might be what you're thinking of for the spread. No, bratwurst you don't spread on anything. It's its own thing. It's like a big. Well, it's a brat.
Well,
yes, but yeah, you put it in a hot dog bun and put some. I like to put some mustard and I love putting sauerkraut on my bratwurst.
You do?
Oh yeah, they're delicious.
You put some candy corn on it.
Yeah, I could try that. Of course, sounds like here the candy corn's inside it. So
yeah. Oh, I know liverwurst is ungodly. I think.
I can't.
It's like eating something the devil made.
I can't say I've ever had it. I don't think I've ever had it. No.
Wow.
But yeah, a bratwurst is not that.
Hey, do we have a guy in there? Come on in here for a sec. Let's ask the superintendent of schools.
What?
Mr. Toby.
Oh, Mr. Toby here?
Yeah, let's get Mr. Toby in here. Let's ask him some serious questions. We're going to put him really on the spot.
Yeah.
This is going to be high pressure.
Oh, this is
high-pressure journalism.
Look at that. Even he must have known he was going to be on the breakfast show this morning. He must have had a feeling because he has a suit coat on. Wow. It's impressive.
Yeah. Mr. Toby, I hate to do this to you because we really didn't give you a heads up on this, but Brent and I kind of fancy ourselves as hardcore journalists.
Okay.
And so we're going to ask you some questions that you may not want to answer. I'm going to let you know.
All right. Sounds good.
Can you handle it?
I can handle it.
Right. How do you feel about bratwurst?
Love them.
Okay.
Yes.
Liverwurst.
Never had it, but doesn't sound too appealing.
Now here's Dave. He's asking me about a bratwurst. I just figured everybody knows what a brat is.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Dave thought it was what you spread onto a cracker or something.
Oh, no.
Which I think is liverwurst. Isn't that a spread or something?
That or brown swagger is a spread back in the day.
Yeah.
That's what it was called.
Brown swagger, yeah.
Yeah, my question is, why would anybody eat that?
I don't know. When I was a young kid, I would help rogue fields. So we'd be out in a bean field, and a farmer would bring us brown swaggered sandwiches.
Really?
But they had to be sitting in the sun for a couple hours before you could eat them, and oh, boy.
They were warm to just the temperature of the
boy.
soul.
Wasn't stuff in Australia they really like? That black, it's like a black type of nasty, kind of fatty.
I'm not sure in Australia. Now, in Europe, blood pudding is big.
No, it's not that. Gosh dang it! I'll think of it. I think it's in a song. Isn't it like a? Isn't it a Toto song? Gosh dang it! I'm gonna think of it. I'll think of it.
Does it have something to do with a kangaroo?
No. Oh, geez, oh. This is gonna kill me now.
You're starting to act like
I know.
yours truly. Oh gosh. Brent, I'm going to ask you to come over to this chair over here because I'm going to leave.
Okay.
Because I feel like I've asked too tough of questions this morning. I don't want putting the superintendent of schools on the spot without any preparation. It's just not acceptable.
Okay. You want to switch now, or what's your plan?
Well, I could play a commercial break and we could switch.
Okay, that'll be fine.
Actually, what I'm thinking is I'm supposed to be at Varney Health Mart.
Oh, yeah, we do have a remote there in a few minutes.
There you go.
But I thought you guys could visit a little bit while I travel down there and, talk about, I don't know, religion and politics, whatever you guys want to talk about.
That sounds like a great idea.
I was thinking Minnesota Vikings football.
Oh, how are they doing?
Yeah, what is their record?
Yeah, we're 2-3.
Oh.
2-3.
Wow, I'm a Bears fan. I think we're 3-2.
Yeah.
Well, you don't want to talk about my Packers.
Oh, get out of here.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's time for you to leave.
Not only
Tough
is
crowd.
he a great quarterback, he's a rocker.
Well, needs to get a haircut.
I'll take a time out. I'll get out of here, Mr. Toby. Thanks a lot for coming in.
Thank you.
And you guys talk about whatever you want to talk about. That's the way this show works. Okay. We'll go from liverwurst to whatever you want to talk about. I'll take a quick break here.
Off-Broadway assisted and independent living in Broken Bow has positions available. Suzanne would love to hear from you if you have questions or would like to know how to apply. Off-Broadway is currently searching to fill a part-time housekeeper and overnight med aid position, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. shift. Off-Broadway offers exceptional assisted and independent living in Broken Bow, and they would love to have you on their team. Talk to Suzanne about applying at Off-Broadway in Broken Bow.
As farmers fill their days with hours in the combine, grain cart, and trucks, Bruning Bank wishes them a safe and successful harvest. Thank you to all the farmers, ranchers, and all who work in agriculture to produce food for our families, communities, and the world. At Bruning Bank, they are proud to have strong roots in agriculture and to have the opportunity to work with producers. Bruning Bank, build, grow, thrive. Member FDIC.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
Ask Universal Insurance in Broken Bow if auto owners is right for you.
It's time to celebrate fall. At Beau Bouterie, we'd like to celebrate with savings. We hope that's okay with you. This week, draw for a discount between 15 and 50% off and use it on whatever you'd like. Just exclude Western boots and hats, Red Wings, and steel blue boots. Fall styles are coming in slowly, and we're having so much fun putting them on the shelves for you to buy. Come see us on the square at Beau Bouterie, downtown Broken Bow.
And we're back on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Brent Apperson in the studio with our news director, Gavin Higgins, and also Superintendent of Broken Bow Schools, Darren Toby, joining us. Well, guys, I know that both of you want to talk about some things happening at Broken Bow Schools, so I'm just going to kind of turn it over to you guys and fill us in on what's going on.
This segment on KCNI KPBN is paid for by Build Bow Together and does not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of staff and administration at Custer County Broadcasting. Those with opposing views are welcome to purchase time by contacting KCNI KPBN. Broken Bow Public Schools Superintendent Darren Toby in the studio talking about the bond. You guys released that you were looking to have a bond go to the public in November. $29.9 million, and just kind of talk a little bit about kind of each part of it, the steps that it took to get to that bond, and what the bond will be paying for, essentially.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys giving us an opportunity to come down here and tell the public about some information that we have and what's coming up here at the school. But we did agree about a month ago to run a $29.9 million bond for a 25-year period. What that bond will entail is a new fine arts center, a new gymnasium, a new CTE center, which will have a welding lab in it. We'll have a automotive lab in it. We'll have a wood shop lab in it. And then have a portion of it will be a FFA, livestock, agriculture building. Along with that, we'll have some renovations on the high school side where we'll be moving a science lab and those types of things. But a majority of the project will be centered around CTE, centered around our fine arts programs. But yeah, we're excited about the opportunity that's out there, and again, we're trying to do our best just to get the information out to the public and let them decide on November 9th if this is something that we should go ahead with, or maybe we need to revisit and do some things differently. But Election Day will be November 9th at the Municipal Building from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Talk a little bit about the current issues there through the last handful of school board meetings. You've talked about some of the problems within the school that have to be addressed immediately, and some of that is currently in the plans.
Yeah, I think when we look back at it, it was hired 4 years ago, and basically we spent the first year really being transparent with the public and with all the funds that we're bringing into the school. Any tax account, we've really worked hard at building a plan 3, 5, 8 years down the road. And the one we've struggled with the most, of course, is the building facilities plan. What do you tackle first? What's a priority? What's not? What can wait? So what we did 2 years ago is we hired a company to come in and basically give us a feasibility study of the 1938, 1958 building. 38 building, of course, is the middle school building, and came back with the results of, we're looking at $8 to $9 million worth of compliance, ADA, electrical, all those different issues that are inside that building. Just because we're grandfathered in 1938 building, we don't have an elevator, which is something that they would require. We don't have sprinklers in the building, which is something they require. We don't have up-to-date ventilation like most schools have. That would be something they require. So looking at those numbers are a little scary of, man, we're going to throw out $8 to $9 million, and basically the public won't see anything different with that building. It's going to be all things that are, above the ceiling or behind the walls. So we really started to tackle some different ideas that we had and come to the conclusion after doing some surveys that, the CTE was something big that we needed to address. So how can we, with the interest that we had with our kids, how can we improve our welding labs? How can we improve our wood shops? How can we improve our automotive? And to be honest, most importantly, how do we improve our agriculture classes? So, and a lot of that came down to space. Well, those 4 areas there really don't fit into the 1938 building. That building basically is designed with classrooms only and then a makeshift auditorium gym. So that's where this came from. How do we incorporate some of those things into a new building? And then had public meetings for about a year where we had different committee members that were from the public and from the school sector working on some different things. And ultimately, we came up with this bond issue that we think is something special for our school district and something that shows that we're willing to put education at the top of our priority list here in the community.
One of the concerns I know that I had during the media days earlier this month was putting money toward, HVAC, things like that in the current building and then possibly having to tear that all right back out in a couple of months.
Yeah, that was a major concern for us was, can we tackle some of these issues? Certainly we can. Can we put in a $2 million new HVAC system that runs through our middle school and high school? We certainly can, but what happens 2 years down the road and now we're tearing out the $2 million that we put into it? So we've been very frugal as far as spending money on that portion of the building, just for this purpose of, hey, what's the future going to look like? I'd hate to waste taxpayers' money on spending on something when down the road we're definitely going to look at replacing it. So we've really taken our time on this. And again, we feel like we've done our due diligence and really talked to a bunch of different people and invited different people in to make this plan. It's not a school board plan. It's not a superintendent plan. It's a plan that I feel a lot of people had a lot of input in.
Obviously, it's been a little bit of time since it's been announced that the 29.9 is what you'll be asking for. And what were some of the questions that you have received kind of repetitively over the past few weeks? I'm sure there's a few.
Yeah, I think there's always questions about the project. Everybody that's a voting citizen of the school district will be getting a flyer this week that kind of breaks down the bond in itself and kind of gives you a project description of what's all going to take place. But a couple things, that have come up a lot. How long is the bond? It's a 25-year bond, $29.9 million, which roughly we need to generate about $1.6 million a year to make the principal and payment on the bond throughout the entirety. So that's where you get the $29 million, and that's where the 25 years come into effect. But seating capacity on a new fine arts center, we're looking at roughly 700 seats compared to our 515 right now. The new gymnasium will seat about 1,800. We can sit about 1,200 right now. Commons area that'll be big enough to seat about 250 people in our commons area. As you guys know, when you go to sporting events and activities, that commons area gets kind of congested, concession stand area. So right now we can fit about 110 people into that area, so a little more than double that space. Wood shop projects, right now we're comfortable with having about 8 kids in there doing a project at one time. This should get us up to the 20 mark, that we're going to have 20 kids that can be doing some different kind of wood shop projects at a time. So a lot of those just general questions.
Information has been probably your biggest pushing point so far, and that's something that's obviously coming up. You talked about the flyers, but also community tours and meetings are approaching as well.
Yeah, I think the number one thing that we wanted to stress was by no means am I going out and preaching to people, you need to vote yes for this if education matters to you, and that's not the truth. What we're trying to do as a board and as a school district is just get information out to people. At the end of the day, they'll decide if this is something that they feel the community needs or not, and if they do, then great. We'll have a great facility to educate our kids, and you know what, if they say no, then we could go back to the drawing board and figure out a better way that we can get some of these things incorporated into our school. But the biggest thing I would suggest is people to come out to these meetings and come out to these tours. A great chance for you to see what we're talking about. We'll have a community tour on October 19th. That's next Tuesday during the volleyball games. So we'll have a chance to show some people around where certain things would go, what would get updated. And it's nice to look at that on a piece of paper, but sometimes it's nice to actually see the visual walking around in the school. And then on Wednesday, October 27th, we'll be having a public meeting in our auditorium at 7 p.m. and a tour will be taking place before that public meeting at 6 p.m. And then Monday, November 1st, we'll have another public meeting at 7 p.m. at the Cobblestone Hotel. With a tour starting at 5:30. So again, 3 opportunities to come and tour the school, a couple opportunities to come to a public meeting, but I would encourage any questions that you have to reach out to me at any time.
Kind of playing devil's advocate a little bit, we move through the bond, it fails, and now you still have these issues that have to be dealt with. What is the next steps that would have to take place?
You think back to the drawing board. We've talked a lot about we're really taking notes on what's being said, what comments we hear from people, and those will lead us in the direction that we need to go if unfortunately it doesn't pass. But again, we're just trying to figure out the best way that we can improve our facilities, and maybe it's not this way, but we feel as a board and as a superintendent and a leader of our district, this is a way that we can get all of our issues taken care of one time without trying to piece some things together, which is going to take a long time. And then again, we have a lot of things that need to be addressed that maybe everyday person's not going to ever notice if we go about it that way. So just kind of looking at some different ideas, but we'll take notes and we'll sit down as a board regardless of what happens on November 9th and decide what we need to do to move our district forward.
Have the opportunity to see the 360 view, we'll call it, of the entire complex, so to speak. When you look at it, you're thinking, wow, really flashy with the new front and everything, but that really wasn't something that you guys went forward with, correct? It was just kind of how the engineer thought of having just one central located front.
Yeah, I think a lot of discussion that we had in the past was we really don't have a designated entry to the school. It really depends on where you park, where you enter. And so when we have visitors and we have people that come to the school, the one question is, where do I come in at? So, and then the second thing is the safety of, we really have a buzz-in system, but once you're buzzed into the building, there really isn't an office that you enter through. And a lot of the schools, and updated with their safety, is, those people are going to have to go through the office. So this way it allows us to have a main entrance. It allows us to have all of our safety concerns taken care of. And on top of the safety is, if you know anything about our weight program or weight rooms over in the AB building, which our kids are walking outside every single day to go to the weight room, walking through the parking lot. This would allow us to enclose our entire campus where kids wouldn't be walking outside as well. So we get a main entrance that helps with safety, and then we get everybody under one roof that we don't need to have the access to the outside every period for waste, which will help with safety as well.
If this would pass, you'd have newer facilities. Would this still be open to the public to use, obviously within school discretion?
Yeah, we don't feel like that's going to change at all. As you know, public uses our weight room after school hours, and we feel like that can still be something that they use. And then I think that's an awesome opportunity for a community to utilize our fine arts building that we'd be putting in.
Brant, any questions that you can think of while I've been able to deal with this issue since it's kind of come out and kind of knowing a lot of it? Is there anything kind of from the outside that you can think of someone maybe who would have an idea? I mean, there's a website that people can go to check out as well.
Yeah, if you go to buildbowtogether.com, you can check out some information there. And again, like I said, hit the contact us button up there, and you can leave a message or give me a call or stop in at school anytime. I'd love to talk about the project. But we have the phrase, a lot of momentum's going on in our school right now, and I've been in this 17 years and then another 4 years as a student when I was in high school, and I truly feel we've never had this much success and this much excitement about what's going on in our school right now. We've broke over 40 academic records to start the school year. Our football team's competing for a playoff spot for the first time in 5 or 6 years. Volleyball teams, top 5 rated, 22-3. Our golf team just won back-to-back state titles. Girls and boys cross-country teams are going to compete for a district title this week. Band and chorus have been outstanding, so a lot of excitement at our school, and hopefully this will bring some more excitement.
Just one quick question, Darren. In regard, if the bond is passed and you start building on the project, as far as space is concerned, will you be looking to will the space expand quite a bit as far as the building project is concerned? And then, if it does, how does that affect parking, which I know is already somewhat of a concern around the school?
So that's a great question. So to be kind of phased in, as you know, we have some classes that are over in the middle school. So initially, when the project starts, roughly May 1st, if the bond passes, we'll be doing some renovation of some high school spaces. If you've been in the district office, that will be renovated into a couple classrooms. If you've been in the high school office, we'll renovate that into a couple classrooms. We'll renovate the stage area of the existing gym right now to be utilized as some classrooms while the construction process is going on. Parking-wise, we see the construction setup taking place in the bus barn parking lot, so I don't know how much that's utilized during a game time. But once the project is finished, the bus barn and the parking lot that the bus barn exist in, that'll be turned into a 85-stall parking lot.
I see.
So we'll gain some parking there, which will be right across from the entrance of the new building. But we will have to play around with some different things. One of the things that we did when we sold the Custer building here a couple months ago is they gave us access to use the upstairs of that during the construction process if we need to, and I think we'll probably have some offices up there during that process.
Okay.
Perfect. Well, again, thank you so much for coming in. We look forward to continuing to work with you as the getting that information out there. And again, can you throw out that website one more time?
Yeah, buildbowtogether.com. Check it out. If you have any questions, again, there's a link there that you can ask any questions or at any time stop in and ask any questions.
Again, this segment on KCNI KPBN is paid for by Build a Boat Together and does not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of staff and administration at Custer County Broadcasting. Those with opposing views are welcome to purchase time by contacting KCNI KPBN.
Before we let you go, a person has responded on Facebook. It says the Australian spread that you were asking about, Marmite.
Yes,
is what it says.
Thank you.
So
that's what it was.
Okay,
Never heard of that either.
I never heard of it either.
Apparently, it tastes horrible as far as I know. But
well, hey, Mr. Superintendent, congratulations on what has been happening at Broken Bow Schools this year, and we wish you the best as you go through the remainder of the school season.
Thank you, and I appreciate what you guys do for the school as well.
All right. Thank you, guys. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll go to Varney Health Mart. Dave will be visiting with the folks there when we return after this.
Having computer problems? Don't take it out on your computer equipment. Call Mark Phillips with Central IT in Broken Bow, 872-6600. He offers computer sales, repair, and on-site service. Is your computer slow or infected with a virus? Mark can clean it up. Whether it's a home system or the networking of an office, Central IT is ready to help. From custom builds to individual IT products, Central IT in Broken Bow, 872-6600. Call Mark at 872-6600 for Central IT.
Imagine this. You go to your mailbox only to find a check for big bucks. You're thinking, hey, this could be my lucky day. Well, if you get a check in the mail that you weren't expecting, it's probably not your lucky day. In fact, you're probably about to be the next victim of a scam. Did you know that scammers may not initially ask you for money, but instead they give you money? Asking you to deposit funds into your account is the first step of many financial scams. At Nebraska State Bank, we're here to help and protect when someone is trying to make you their next scam victim. Nebraska State Bank, member FDIC.
The Callaway Good Life Center offers a facility with the comforts of home. Services include skilled nursing care, long-term care, respite care, and more. Callaway Good Life Center is a great place to work, offering competitive wages. Call 836-2267 for more information.
Looks like them zombies at Knee Knocker Woods put on a few pandemic pounds. They are supersized and re-deranged. But Grandpa Grim says if they can get bigger, so can Knee Knocker Woods. We've added all kind of fun with the new Cirque de las Maze Haunted Corn Maze, Zombie Brain Launch, Axe Throwing, plus our Screamin' Lickety-Split Accelerated Escape Rooms and plenty more. Knee Knocker Woods in Gibbon is open every weekend in October through Halloween night. Pick up your discount coupon at Pump and Pantry. Get your tickets now at KneeKnockerWoods.com.
One place in the woods.
It is 8:46. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show, and we're going to get up and go to Varney Health Mart, downtown Broken Bow. Dave is there, so let's find out what's going on. Good morning, David J. Burney.
Good morning, Brent. Well, we're going to, while I have the pleasure of being here at Varney Health Mart, get my flu shot. And Stephanie is willing to do that, and she's been giving quite a few flu shots, I understand.
I have. I feel like it started like the first day of fall. That's when people thought, oh, it's time again. So we've been having a pretty steady flow of people getting flu shots.
Good,
since then.
good. And you're going to offer them as you always have.
Yep,
we have. You can give them.
I sure can. Drew and I are here most days, especially Monday through Friday. So anytime, really. I mean, if people are coming from out of town and they want to call and just make sure, I certainly encourage that. But 9 times out of 10, somebody is here that can do it. Yep, and we offer the 2 kinds. We've got the regular 4-strain for almost everybody, and then we've got the high dose that we offer for our patients 65 and older.
And I would be in that category.
You are.
I am.
You are.
I'm just one concern about this, Steph, and that's, as you can see, I have very muscly arms.
You have very muscular arms. I had to dig way in the back, but I got a really strong needle, so I think that we'll be able to handle it today.
Okay. Now, honestly, like a lot of people, I'm pretty right-handed.
Okay.
So my right muscle is a little bigger than my left bicep.
Yes, of course.
So, which would be the best to go into?
Well, I feel like it depends. I kind of give everybody the choice because some people firmly believe that if they continue to work it doesn't hurt as bad, and so we do it in their dominant hand. And other people don't want it in that arm because they don't want it to hurt when they're writing or whatever. So then we do it in their other arm.
Good news is I don't do a lot.
Okay. I don't think that's true, but okay.
So I think we'll go with the right arm.
Okay.
And that'll be handier for you too.
That works for me. Great. Yeah.
And Steph is just now preparing. Now you put a little alcohol on this.
I do. So it's a pretty for most people, I'd say it's a pretty painless process.
Mm-hmm.
So you just have to come in. Most insurances pay for them. Otherwise, I think that the regular shot is $25 or something like that.
Okay.
You have to fill out a little bit of paperwork, like 10 or 12 questions.
I just did it. It was no problem.
And then we just run it through, clean off the area, do the shot, and then you're on your way.
Yeah, I'm ready for
ice
it.
cream.
I did shower this morning.
Thank
so
goodness.
I'm glad I did. I didn't know I was going to get the flu shot this morning, so I'm especially clean.
Thank you for that. That worked out well for me.
And I think one of the things that we need to stress here is about a little teeny bit of paperwork, a shot, and you're out of here.
Yeah.
And there's no pain, and there's a lot of gain.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, last year was kind of strange with COVID just because it didn't seem like we had much of a flu season because people were kind of keeping their distance and wearing masks and everything, but I don't know if that will kind of ramp up again this year or not. So it's just better to
who knows?
Protect yourself just in case.
Okay, now, do most people watch you put the needle in, or do they look away?
Most people do not watch me do it.
I think I'll follow that procedure.
Okay. I don't watch either. I mean, I watch when I'm giving it, but if somebody is giving me a shot, I don't watch.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, my past experience with Stephanie is when she gives a shot, you don't even really know you might feel just a little teeny prick of the needle, and then you're good to go.
I hope. Sometimes it's kind of luck of the draw, Dave, but I'm going to do my best.
Oh, you do a good job.
Okay.
Here we go. There was that little, I don't know, I hit my elbow on a light fixture before I came out here. It hurt a lot worse than that.
Okay, good.
And it's done?
And it's done.
It's over?
It's over.
That's how.
Didn't even flinch, and nobody heard you scream.
No, and she got through all of that muscle tissue.
Barely.
I was worried about that.
Golly. I think we're good.
Good to go.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you.
That's nice job.
Oh, thanks.
Yep. And you'll, I guess you could call ahead, folks could call ahead and ask if somebody's going to be around, or just drop by, right?
Absolutely. We'd be happy to help. Sometimes we're here on Saturdays. It just depends. So if that's what works better, just call and make sure that Drew or I are here so we can help you. And yeah, we'd be happy to help.
All right. I know you're busy. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Put some ice on your arm if you need to. That's a big muscle.
Stephanie took care of that in no time. That flu shot was simple and easy, and you can come into Varney Health Mart. And as you heard, Stephanie says Drew or herself is here most all the time. Now, if you want to make sure that you can get the shot, my wife did this, I think, last Friday to set up that she would be in today. She's going to come in and get her shot a little later on, and they just kind of recommended a general time where it might not be too busy. So that's how you do it. Simple as that, Julie.
It was simple, Dave, and didn't hurt, I bet.
Didn't hurt at all. A little teeny sting, you know.
Yes, and it's not even like a bee sting or anything like that, was it? It's just, it's amazing.
The neat thing about shots today, and you and I are old enough to remember when you got a shot at the doctor's office back when we were kids.
Yes.
It seemed like they walked out with this metal deal with a gigantic spike in it, and they were going to give you a shot. And it was kind of nerve-wracking.
It was nerve-wracking, and I remember as a little child going into the doctor's office, seeing the syringes or whatever, they were that big metal device in these jars, and it was scary.
I know.
It was like a big spaceship coming at you.
And I do think that they were a little more painful back then. Well, maybe a lot more, because this is just a little teeny needle.
Right.
And now, yes, could we still get the flu? You bet.
Mm-hmm.
If we get it, it's not going to likely be as bad when we do.
Correct.
And there are times that this flu is just like we've been talking about COVID. It changes throughout the season.
That's
so
right.
we might end up getting something that maybe that vaccine wasn't quite built for.
And that's exactly right, Dave, because there's so many different variations of the flu that they can't cover every single one in a dose of the flu shot. So they just do the best that they can. And also, you may not know that you might be coming down with it, and when you get the shot, you might come down with it a few days later, and you think that it was the vaccine that gave it to you, and it's not. It's just that you were getting sick and didn't realize it. Timing.
Yeah,
yes.
timing. And the other thing, we talked about this. I think it was Marge that brought it up years ago, because I was like a lot of people, when you're younger, you feel like you're bulletproof. I don't need a flu shot. And I didn't have one until later on in life. But it was explained to me, the flu shot is not just for Dave.
Right.
It's for Julie standing here beside me. Who, if I want to go to an event and I want to enjoy it and think, well, I've done what I can not to give somebody else this flu, because it might affect them a lot worse than it would affect me. You might make somebody really sick. So really, it's not about the person getting the shot as much as it is people around that person.
And you're very right. And now I know it's difficult these days to go to the nursing homes or assisted living to visit our senior citizens, and you and I are senior citizens. But before we were, that's the reason why I would get a shot, was so that I could go to the nursing home or assisted living to visit the senior citizens or the elderly, and I wanted to protect them, not myself. So that's the reason why I would always get the flu shot when I was younger.
Right, for Grandma or
yes.
Aunt Susie or whoever.
Yes.
Now, I think the military, if you're in the military and you go overseas, I think you get something like 16, you have to get 16 shots before you hop on the boat or plane and go. It's always been that way. Or you remember military guys talking about when they stood in line when they were inducted, or when they started boot camp.
Yes.
And they just stood in line and they just went down and dink, 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 and they all got like 7 or 8 shots. You know, and we didn't think very much about it. But I know today's news and controversy, this, that, and the others, made people talk a lot more about getting a shot. And this, I just had this one. I'm not hallucinating or anything. I'm good. I'm okay. I'm okay. Although I will say that you look really beautiful today.
Oh, do you think you're hallucinating? Because usually I do not, Dave. What are you saying?
I think the colors are warmer. I'm
more inviting.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding. You always look great.
He's a man.
I'm a man. Is there anything, Tia?
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing wonderful, Dave.
I wanted to show you my Band-Aid. What do you think of that? It's pretty cool.
Oh, that's some hot Band-Aid right there.
Thank you.
Pretty
Thank
good
you.
looking there. She should have put a smiley face on it.
Smiley face. There's a smiley face on it. You just.
Oh, we didn't get a piece of candy.
I didn't get my candy yet. I'll get that too.
We'll have to get that. And we do want to mention it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It is Everything Awareness Month, I think. But if you're looking for the pink gift or something to represent breast cancer, we do have a variety of pink handbags and purses in right now. If you want to come in and take a look at that. And they are 20% off for the remainder of October.
Okay. There's quite a few things going on this month. Breast awareness, it's farm safety. There's a whole bunch of different things in October.
Yes,
but really a big one is the breast awareness.
Yes.
And this is actually a day set aside for breast cancer, the type that really spreads to other parts of the body. They've set aside a day to, let's talk about that for a moment, because I think a lot of people think, well, if you have breast cancer, man or woman, you have it in your breast, and then they take out the cancer, and you might get chemo or a radiation, whatever the application is for cure, and that's it. But that's not the story at all. Breast cancer is a starting place to send that cancer to other parts of your body, right?
That is right, Dave. It can spread, and it can spread rapidly. So it's a very good idea to make sure you have your mammograms, to do your self-examinations, and even if you have any kind of idea that maybe something feels a little wrong, just go get it checked out. Like you say, man or woman.
Yeah, man or woman.
It doesn't matter what sex you are. It's there.
And self-examination, if you see something a little bit weird, a little bit different, you can get information anywhere. I shouldn't say that these days.
True, because it might be false.
Accurate information is available.
Yes.
There. You can't say don't get it anywhere because there's a whole lot of information out there that's not correct. Get it from your doctor, get it from your pharmacist, get it from a reliable medical source.
Yes.
But there's things you can look for.
Yes, there's indentations, there might be a little bit of discharge. A lot of times you don't feel pain with a breast cancer or any kind of cancer, but sometimes you do. So.
Yeah, this is it takes so many lives every year of all women and men of all ages, and a lot of times it does end up getting into the lungs and other parts of the body if it's not detected early enough. Now, if it's detected early and they can get things stopped and they can assure that it hasn't spread, and that's where the chemo comes in, which is no fun. But it might have to be the case. But early detection, that's what this month is set aside for.
Yes.
All right.
So pay attention.
Now, before we've kind of filled the time here, but before we close, I want to talk a little bit about, you have the same issues that if we look around our communities, everyone is looking for help. Everyone is short-staffed, and Varney Health Mart is no different. Right?
That's correct. So please bear with us. I know the majority of our customers understand completely, but we all have off days and bad days, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating when you come to our drive-thru and it's not open. I'm sorry, we can't always have it open because we're not staffed to have it open like we used to be able to. And it is closed on Saturday.
Okay.
If you have COVID or are sick and you can't come into the store, call us. We will come out to your car and bring it to you.
Okay.
Or if you're in town and we can deliver it, we will do that. Just please bear with us.
Sure. That's all you're asking. And I think everybody who's even been out to eat understands there's some real shortages out there of labor right now. And not just here in Custer County. It's across the country.
It is. It's across the country and probably across the world.
Yeah, and we don't really understand exactly why that is at this point in time, but that's the way it is.
It is.
Right.
But that's just it. We don't understand it, but that's the way it is.
It is. So you might find a little bit of change here as far as the drive-through, but I guarantee you when you walk in, Tia's over there. She's ready to help you. Julie's ready to help you. Of course, the pharmacy is always on the go.
Yes.
And you won't notice too much of a difference, but be patient if something happens where you have to wait a little bit,
Yes.
right?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right. What time is it? Oh, my goodness.
9
We're
o'clock.
already out of time.
Yes, that went fast, didn't it?
I'm going to let Tia feel my muscle just for her pleasure.
Oh, man.
Go ahead.
Don't tell my husband I'm feeling someone's muscle today.
Oh, that's the bone. That's not the muscle.
Oh. Just pinch where he got the
Yeah, let me see if it hurts. Can I
Go ahead and slap it. Go ahead and hit me.
Like, how's it feel, Dave?
That
How's
doesn't
it
even
feel?
hurt.
Oh, good.
Doesn't even hurt.
Great.
Thanks, you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be back next month and another visit for Varney Health Mart.
Yes.
All right, Brent, send it back to you.
All right, guys, thank you very much. 9:02 is the time. We'll catch up with news after this.
For those 62 years of age and for those that are handicapped or disabled regardless of their age, the Grand Generation Manor in Galloway has affordable housing available. An equal housing opportunity provider and employer. They're located at 200 South Grand Avenue in Galloway. The Grand Generation Manor.
There's a difference between treating the pain and treating the problem. At Pearson Physical Therapy, we strive to not only reduce your pain, but actually treat the underlying cause so that you remain pain-free, even after you finish physical therapy. If you're frustrated by pain that keeps coming back, Pearson Physical Therapy can give you the tools that will keep you moving pain-free. Call Pearson's in Broken Bow at 308-872-5800 or check us out on the web at pearsonpt.com. Get the treatment you need and the care you deserve at Pearson Physical Therapy.
At Quality Senior Villages in Broken Bow, improving the quality of life of our residents is priority number one. We offer a unique assisted living lifestyle home for those suffering from Alzheimer's and dementia. When you add that to a safe and nurturing home-like environment, as well as staff that are specially trained in dementia care, providing 24 hours of loving support, you have a family-like atmosphere that makes residents feel right at home. Contact Quality Senior Villages in Broken Bow at 872-6387 for more information or stop in for a tour.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KPBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Star Trek star William Shatner, a.k.a. Captain Kirk, set to blast off in a Blue Origin rocket shortly.
It must be hard for William Shatner to believe this moment has finally come. I mean, after all these years, he's finally about to fly to the edge of space and back.
CBS's Mark Strassman. Meanwhile, back here on Earth.
Starting next month, the federal government will lift travel limits along the Canadian and Mexican border for non-essential travel like tourism and family visits. But this is only for travelers who can show proof they have been vaccinated against COVID.
CBS's Linda Kenyon. Social Security's just announced a 5.9% cost of living increase for 2022, and Nicole Killian reports Uncle Sam will be able to keep writing those checks for a few more weeks anyway.
The House approved a debt limit extension on party lines. The temporary measure will raise the debt ceiling by $480 billion through December 3rd. That will allow the U.S. to avoid default and pay its bills.
New inflation figures: the cost of living rose 5.4% last month. CBS News Brief, I'm Vicki Barker.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Deb Carson.
Last night in NLDS Game 4 between the Dodgers and Giants, LA forced a deciding Game 5 with a 7-2 win over San Francisco. Mookie Betts had a 2-run homer and drove in 3 in the win. Game 5 is Thursday in San Francisco. The winner will advance to the NL Championship Series and will face the Atlanta Braves. Braves edged the Brewers 5-4 on Freddie Freeman's solo home run to win the series 3-1. In the American League, the Astros ripped the White Sox 10-1. Jose Altuve went 3 for 5 and hit a 3-run homer. Houston wins the series 3-1 and will face the Red Sox in the AL Championship Series. Game 1 is coming up Friday night in Houston. Also had NHL action get underway for the season. Last night, the defending Stanley Cup champion Lightning lost to the Penguins 6-2 Pittsburgh. And in the first ever game for the Seattle Kraken, they lost to the Golden Knights 4-3 Vegas.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, look for clearing skies with high temperatures working up into the upper 50s.
And it's just not
However, winds
clear how to
gusty,
keep
turning
your
to the
family
west,
safe.
increasing to 30 to 40. Then for tonight, mostly clear with some frost possible late to low at 32. Winds becoming lighter from the northwest. For Thursday, partly sunny skies in the upper 50s. And for your Friday, staying dry with a high of 57. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
COVID is spiking again, and it's just not clear how to keep your family safe. Fever is the leading symptom of COVID, and the only way to reliably detect it is with an accurate thermometer. Be vigilant and be accurate with the Exergen temporal scanner, whose accuracy has been proven in more than 100 clinical studies. Non-contact thermometers are proven to be inaccurate and will not reliably detect a fever that might mean COVID. Learn more at Exergen.com.
Tired of living paycheck to paycheck? What if it didn't take years or even months to dramatically improve your net worth? What if you could do it virtually overnight? It's like a financial worm.
Hi, everybody. This is Roger Sloan with the Lillian Church of Christ. My mission is to, 1, encourage you to grow in your relationship with God, 2, make Jesus Lord, that means boss of your life, and 3, invite you to worship Him as you attend your church on Sunday. Of course, if you're looking for a church home or if you want some help with any of these 3 things, give us a call, 872-2618, where we love to share Jesus.
9:07 the time. Good to have you with us on this Wednesday morning. 41 now at our studios. We'll call it mostly sunny. Winds out of the southwest at 20 miles per hour. Barometer 29.54. Humidity 76%. Did pick up a little precipitation last night, 28 100ths, and that's our total for the month of October now, 28 hundredths recorded here at our studios. High yesterday was 72. The low dropped to 46. Now we take our low at 7 o'clock in the morning. Between 7 and 8, it actually dropped to 39 degrees here this morning, and now temperature up to 41. Sunset for this evening is set for 7:02. Sunrise tomorrow is 7:49. That's your weather outlook. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Lines Appliance in Broken Bow. Appliances in the name, but appliances are only part of what they have for you to shop for. The chilly season is upon us. How about a patio heater for your porch? Grilling is a year-round affair. Does yours struggle in the winter? Struggle no more with the efficient Kamado Joe Grills in stock. Get one more car wash and wax done in the driveway before winter. Lyons Appliance has power washers. Add these items to the appliances and televisions, and you've got Lyons Appliance in Broken Bow.
If you're broke down and your equipment won't move, it's time to call me, Dewey, with Dewey's Implement and Welding in Myrna. We're ready to help with your ag welding and repairs, where it's not done until it's done right. 308-872-1972.
You work hard to find the right soybean seed for your fields, and you stand by your work. So do we. That's why we put our soybean seed through strenuous testing and provide precise varieties and expert agronomic support for your operation. Ask your authorized retailer or your BASF Agronomic Solutions advisor about Credenz, because credibility isn't just part of our name, it's our commitment. Credenz soybean seed, from the experts that understand credibility is earned. Always read and follow label directions.
In a world that's a little simpler comes the tale of Veltima fungicide. Swift, simple, and secure. It's a corn-growing story without all the drama. Unless you add totally epic music, really random sound effects, and a cool announcer guy. Get ready for the blockbuster yields of the summer with Veltima fungicide from BASF. Coming soon to a field near you. Always read and follow label directions.
9:10 is the time. Hey, let's go to the movies. Oh, man, what a great run of movies they have showing right now at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. They got the big blockbusters showing the rest of this week, and all of these movies that we're going to talk about right now will also run through the weekend into next week as well. You got the new James Bond film, No Time to Die, Daniel Craig's last spin as 007, and you can watch it at the Fox Theater on the big screen right here in Broken Bow, Nebraska. It'll continue tonight and tomorrow night with showtimes, and then, as we mentioned, continues through the weekend on into next week as well. So check it out, the new James Bond film showing at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. Also, you have the new animated sequel to The Addams Family, Addams Family 2. Take the family out to that during this month of October. And it's rated PG, and it's showing now at the Fox Theater, continuing to show tonight and tomorrow, and then it, too, will continue Friday through the weekend on into next week as well. Also, you got one of the new Marvel movies that is out, Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage. Tom Hardy returns as Venom, and Woody Harrelson, I think, is the new bad guy in this film. So check it out. It's rated PG-13, Venom 2, showing now at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow, and it will continue tonight and tomorrow night, and then Friday through the weekend on into next week. So those are the three big blockbuster movies that you can take in showing now at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow: the new James Bond film, No Time to Die, Addams Family 2, and Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage. And there's some big movies coming up soon to the Fox Theater. Ghostbusters, they're bringing that back. We'll have the opportunity to see that at the Fox Theater coming soon. Also, Dear Evan Hansen, Dune, and another Marvel movie, The Eternals. Some of the big movies coming up soon to the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. Don't forget, thanks to the Nebraska State Bank, you can always enjoy a free bag of popcorn every Tuesday night at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. So go to their fabulous website. It's watchthefox.com, and you can check out showtimes for all of the movies that are showing, and also take a look at even trailers for upcoming movies that'll be showing soon at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. 9:12 is the time. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Thanks for tuning in.
down to a lack of staff. I just want to let you guys know that this is temporary. We are getting some people hired on, and we're getting them trained. But in that process, I really appreciate the support and the patience with so many new members on our team.
Okay, so Chantil, just to maybe clarify that a little bit, I think that there was a time when you were closed down just Monday through maybe Thursday, but now it's just closed down completely until you can get more staff. Is that correct?
Yes, unfortunately,
Okay.
we had a couple individuals who decided to leave and
Sure.
choose to do something a little bit different with their lives, and we support that. However, we are actively seeking new team members to get onto our team as well.
All right, and if someone is interested in joining your great team, I assume you're the contact person for that?
Absolutely. They can reach me here at the store. They can stop in and get an application. We have QR codes available. There's a number of resources to apply.
All right. Well, we certainly understand the situation. The bottom line is people can still get pizza, though. That's the important thing, right?
Absolutely. And although we can't serve you in the dining room, we still encourage you to come in and check out the dining room. We have it all decked out for Halloween, and we think it's pretty cool.
Well, I'm sure that people can call in for carryout, and you can just walk. If someone places a carryout order, I assume you can still just walk in and pick up your order inside the dining area, correct?
Yes, the lobby is still open to pick up carryout orders. We are also still serving delivery.
All right, and So what are your hours then, Chantil? Are they going to stay the same with your carryout and delivery service?
Currently, we have changed our hours from 11 o'clock in the morning until 9 o'clock p.m. This way, it gives us our team members, our closing team members who are working every day, just a little bit of a break and some time with our family and friends.
Okay. All right. Well, understandable. I'm sure that you still have a lot of things going on that people are wanting pizza for. I know that a lot of people like to get together for the game on the weekend and order out pizza, and I'm sure you guys are ready to go for that.
Absolutely. We still have all the dough. We might be a few hands short, but we got all the pizza dough.
There you go. That's the important part, right? Let me ask, I know that your fast lunch that you've been doing has been pretty popular. Will that continue to go, your fast lunch menu for carry out and delivery?
Yes. From the very beginning, we intended for that fast lunch to be able to suit all needs, whether it was dine-in, carry out, or delivery.
Okay. And on the delivery, is there a minimum order, a minimum amount that you have to that you have to make in order to get it delivered?
Yes, it has to be $11 before tax and delivery fee.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good to remind everybody about.
Which most times is just a small pizza and a pop.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. $11. That's nothing. So what else is going on that you wanted to talk about?
Well, I am sitting down with some individuals about some upcoming events that we could be hosting, so I do recommend that you guys follow up for that. And we will be participating in Trunk or Treat on the Square this year, so we look forward to seeing all the kiddos in their costumes. Other than that, the Detroit is still here for just a couple weeks yet, and then we're moving into some new specials.
Okay.
So look forward to hearing about those as well.
All right. And I know that there are sometimes specials that people find on the internet, whether it be pizzahut.com or whatever. Do you guys honor those at the Broken Bow store? How does that kind of work?
The only specials that we can supply in store are the ones that we are given. So those online specials have to be used online.
Have to be, okay. So to take advantage of them, you have to basically place your order online to get the special, right?
Correct. And
Okay.
I mean, you can always call the store and ask, because sometimes we do have them available in store. However, when it comes to those online deals, we do recommend that you utilize those online.
All right. So, well, I know that I've placed an order with you guys online, and it's very easy to do. So.
Oh, yes. And Hut Rewards is always a thing, especially when you do online delivery or carry out. As long as you supply us a phone number, we can get those Hut Rewards added to your account. And if you ever have any questions about getting signed up for those Hut Rewards, we definitely encourage you to stop in and we can help you out.
All right. Sounds good. Anything else that you wanted to mention regarding Pizza Hut before we let you go?
As of right now, not a whole lot is going on, but we do have some fun things coming up here in the next week or so. I do want to thank you once again to all of our customers who have been supportive and appreciate everything we're doing here over at the Hut. And we look forward to getting our team back in tip-top shape and getting our dining room back open.
All right. Well, Chantel, it sounds great. Always good to visit with you, and keep us informed, all right?
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Chantel. Bye-bye.
Have a great day. Bye.
All right. There you go. Dining room will be closed at the Pizza Hut, but, hey, you can still get all the pizza and all the enjoyable treats you want, carry out and delivery.
I was going to ask Chantel if...
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it was probably better that I didn't ask her. I was going to ask her if she wanted me to drive out and I could show her my Band-Aid where I got my shot, and then she could feel my bicep muscle. But you seem to be uncomfortable with that, so...
No, not at all. No. How are you feeling, by the way? You feeling good?
Great.
Yeah. Good.
Super good.
All right.
I didn't know if that needle was going to get through the muscle or not, because that's...
Well, I was wondering how many needles they might have to go through, because I assume that with as strong as you are, I'm guessing the needle bent just a little bit, trying to get...
I don't
of course,
know,
it may just
look.
be it may just because it may have been because you're getting older and your skin is just tough.
Or well. And I think Tia, she thought she was feeling my bicep. I wanted to show her my, she was actually feeling down too low. I think she actually was feeling bone.
Yeah.
And she was impressed with how solid it was.
Oh,
but,
well.
I think she was off a little bit on that.
So everyone who gives a shot kind of has sometimes a different way of doing it. Was it just a quick jab for you, or was it just kind of a nice, kind of easy?
I really don't know.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm one of those that doesn't look.
Yeah, I don't either.
The next thing I know,
look the other way.
I felt this little sting, a little teeny sting.
And then it was over.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I had hit my elbow on a light fixture switch this morning, and it was like really painful. And I thought, well, I can't even tell exactly what, like you asked me how she was giving the shot. I don't know, because all there was this little teeny sting, and then it was all over.
Over. That's good.
And now I know that I've got a good chance of, if I get the flu, it won't be so bad, and I also will reduce the chances that if I have the flu and don't know it, I won't be giving it to somebody else. And now that I'm, over 65, I had to check out, and the amount for the shot was $0.
Really?
No cost whatsoever.
All right. Well,
so
congratulations.
I might go get another one tomorrow if they don't charge for them.
Well, hey, take advantage of your age, right? Hey, Dave.
Yes, Brent.
They're looking for some help at Nebraska State Bank.
I think I could actually fit in there. If I wasn't 68, they might give me a consideration. I want to be just a greeter.
Well, this would be for a full-time teller and bookkeeper.
Well, don't you think they need somebody just standing at the door, kind of?
I think so.
With a Nebraska State Bank T-shirt on,
and you would be good at that.
I'd like the T-shirt with
the Nebraska State Bank greeter.
Yeah, and I would just want the one with the straps.
I'm sorry, I just got a mental picture of that in my mind.
So they could see my biceps.
Yeah.
And I could say, welcome to Nebraska State Bank. They are as strong as my arms. Take a look. You want to feel my bicep?
Your money is safe here.
I'll wrap my arms around your money. I wonder if Stuart Fox would consider having me in to be a greeter.
I don't know. Dressed like that, you just never know. Just think about the promotional materials that you could do. You could be dressed like that and have your arms around, a boatload of money.
Yeah.
And, your money is safe at Nebraska State Bank.
And I can hand out candy.
Yeah. Yeah, you could.
For all ages.
So yeah, you might want to visit with them about that.
But in the meantime,
it's a possibility.
They're looking for somebody that's qualified to actually handle money.
Yeah, this would be a full-time teller bookkeeper. Now it does say, are you dependable? Mm-hmm. And I would think that for any position at Nebraska State Bank. So if we're thinking about you as a greeter, still the questions would be, are you dependable?
Well, unless I want to go fishing. And then I might have to
So
talk
Dave wants to set his own schedule. Well, it says here, are you flexible? Maybe the question would be, would they be flexible?
Yeah, I think it'd be on them.
Yeah. You could talk about that. Are you accurate? I don't know. Would that relate to being
Absolutely
a greeter?
not.
Okay. But here you go. Exceptional customer service skills.
That I can do.
I think you would be a perfect fit there.
Because people are nice.
Yeah. Well, you also need those things if you want to be a full-time teller and bookkeeper at Nebraska State Bank. If you have those qualifications, you could be the perfect candidate. They did experience with money handling, cash reconciliation would be preferred. This is a full-time position with competitive compensation, excellent benefits such as insurance, retirement, and paid leave. Nebraska State Bank would be a great place to jumpstart your career, and they'll be accepting applications until October 15th. So you have this week to get your application in. Go to nesb.bank and then use a slash. This would be // I think is how they say that. And then type in about.
Did you say about or about?
About.
Okay.
I'm trying to emphasize, I guess. ABOUT. Type that in. -US/careers. Got that?
Yeah, or if you Google Nebraska State Bank, you'll probably find
Yes, that would be correct. Or you could visit one of their branches here in Broken Bow for an employment application. For more information or to submit your application and resume, contact person is Betsy Smith at Nebraska State Bank. Number is 872-2466.
And you won't find a nicer person than Betsy to talk to.
No, you will not.
So she'll...
In fact, if you want to be a greeter, maybe Betsy is the one that you need to talk to first before you go way up the ladder to someone like Stuart.
Well, those guys at the top like that with Stuart, they make me kind of nervous.
Yeah.
I'd rather talk to somebody in the middle. I'm
still envisioning the promotional announcements that could be printed up with you as a greeter.
I got it.
Flexing your muscles. Your money is safe here at Nebraska State Bank.
Yes.
Like a great big life-size cutout of Dave Burney.
In my strapped white T-shirt.
Yeah, flexing. Your money is safe here.
Yeah. And I think I'll leave my Band-Aid on.
Yeah.
I could just stop by and have Steph put a Band-Aid on once a week or so.
Would you like a live read?
Sure.
There you go. We got 2 left.
Okay.
There you go. You want to go first?
I would. Yes, because I would.
Okay. Well, go ahead then.
Nebraska Land Hearing Center is a very, very important part of our commerce here in Custer County in central Nebraska. Now, we're privileged to have a hearing center right here in the center of Custer County at Broken Bow because Roxanne has years of experience in a clinic that she had in Grand Island, Nebraska for a number of years. And she decided to return home to Custer County where she's originally from, and she didn't really want to completely slow down, so she brought her expertise, opened up the shop on the east side of the square in Broken Bow. She's a certified hearing instrument specialist. As I mentioned, she has over 30 years of experience, and she's right here in Custer County now in Broken Bow. She's taking every precaution, by the way, if you are concerned about COVID and the variants and all those sorts of things, that actually the numbers are telling us we should be, paying attention to that. She'll do all the protective measures needed for you to feel secure, and she'll still do the hearing test and find out whether you're enjoying life to its fullest. Now, here's what Roxanne provides for you, Brent.
Okay, right.
First of all, fall prices are enacted now because of the cooler weather. I got tangled up with this headset. Sorry. Anyway, she offers free hearing evaluation, free extended warranties on new hearing aids, and with that thought, you never have to buy batteries again with the new rechargeable hearing aids. They have extended discounts for both the Hearing Fall Special and as well as buying here local, so double discounts there. There's no need to travel anywhere else to larger communities like Lincoln, Omaha, or even Denver. Roxanne sells the top technology available in the world right here. Receive good local service, free follow-up care, and office visits. And I need to stress that because I actually went in and talked to Roxanne, and she said, once you purchase the hearing aids from me, Dave, then your follow-ups and everything else after that, post when you buy them, I provide at no charge.
Nice.
Yes. So keep that in mind. Call her to make an appointment at 308-384-3852 to make an appointment. She is located in the Broken Bow Chamber Building, 4 doors down from the Bow Bootery, and her business name is on the glass in the front window, so you can find her no problem. You can call her again at 308-384-3852. And I was checking for somebody else, not on my own hearing.
Oh, okay.
Not that I shouldn't be, according to conversations that I've tried to have here lately.
Okay. Thank you, Dave.
My pleasure.
Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts. Check it out if you haven't already. And if you have already, chances are you want to go back again and again and again and again.
Well, of course.
Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts, you'll find it in Arnold, Nebraska. Delicious treats. They got great coffees, lattes. They do the smoothies. Very delicious. So try it out at Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts. They have delicious baked treats as well. And they do a breakfast burrito daily. So check that out when you go to Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts. Also, they have a great gift department, carry some unique novelty gifts. Also, they have some great wedding gifts as well. Some wall decor, some wonderful styles of eye-catching jewelry also available. You can check it all out by going to Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 8 to 5, and open on Saturday from 9 until 3.
What's today? Wednesday?
Today's Wednesday.
Is there a phone number on that sheet?
I'm not seeing it.
Oh, okay. I just had an idea that I'd like to throw at them.
Oh, well, hey, we've talked about this before. The breakfast show is an idea show sometimes. We love coming up with ideas. Now, what people choose to do with those ideas once we share them, that's up to them. That then is on them. But it starts with an idea.
Do you think this is the idea?
Okay.
And then tell me whether you think it's valid.
All right.
We've had a lot of conversations about Brad Atkins and his boots.
Yes.
The whole situation. And I think people may be getting a little tired of hearing that Brad Atkins owes us somewhere around $800 or his boots. We don't need to tell the story. That's just the fact. Mm-hmm. He owes us somewhere between $800 and $900 and or the boots that we purchased.
The boots that he was wearing.
That he was wearing the night of a benefit auction, and we bought them, and we never got the boots, and we never got any money from Brad.
Mm-hmm.
There's been a lot of discussion about it, and I'd be willing to let that go if maybe Brubaker's would come up with some little Brad Atkins boots, a little pair, like that they could put on the shelves, in different colors.
Sure.
And you could hang them from your mirror on your car.
There you
or
go.
You could put them on your knick-knack shelf at your home.
Or maybe, we're kind of coming into the holiday season. Mm-hmm. Make little bigger ones that could be tree ornaments.
Yeah, a softer boot that you could put, maybe use it like a stocking even.
Oh, wow, there's an idea.
But my first thought was just little, well, the boots are kind of small anyway, but little, boots about a couple inches high.
Yeah.
With chain on them, so they would be together and they would just dangle.
Mm-hmm.
Brad's boots would dangle, and you could put them over your car mirror or wear them as a necklace.
Yeah,
all the baseball players are wearing these big gold necklaces, and you could, the athletes could wear a silver or gold necklace with Brad's boots.
Wow. An idea right there, folks.
And if they would do that, I think they'd sell.
Could be right.
And they could, either keep the money or maybe donate it to a worthy cause. It could be Brad's boots. Well, we'll think of a theme to go along with that.
Okay.
I was thinking about don't don't give Brad the boot, but so we're going to.
Oh, I follow. Yeah, we can come up with something.
Let's give cancer the boot.
Oh,
or something like that.
Especially in the month of October.
Yeah, or there'll be something else come up, or
Man, there are days you amaze me.
Well,
seriously, I'm guessing this just like came to you out of the blue.
I think it's due to the flu shot.
Oh, could be.
I got the flu shot, and all of a sudden everything looked, nice and beautiful, and my brain started really clicking.
Yeah, good.
Just like
Fantastic. Hey, we have one more break to play.
We do?
Can I play that now? We'll play it now, and then we'll come back and we'll do the checklist to make sure we did everything we were supposed to today.
All right. Maybe we could call Nebraska State Bank, see if they want to greet her.
That's your call. I don't care. I'm game.
Okay.
That's up to you.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if they need a greeter.
We could. Do you want to start with Betsy?
Yeah. Well, that'd be a great place to start.
Okay.
I don't want to start with Stuart Fox. No way.
Well, I've got the number right here. It says, please contact Betsy Smith for this job opening that they've posted. So I'm guessing that if you want to work for Nebraska State Bank, she's maybe the person you talk to first.
Yeah, Stuart Fox is kind of out there. On Sunday, he had a Hawaiian shirt on.
Really?
Yeah.
Shorts, too?
I thought he just got back from Hawaii.
Do you have any shoes on? Was he going barefoot?
He had, sandals.
Sandals, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd rather talk to Betsy. I don't think she has a Hawaiian shirt on.
That's kind of casual attire for a banker, though, right? A Hawaiian shirt, shorts, sandals, because it was beautiful over the weekend.
It was. He gets a pass on that one.
Okay. All right.
There's some other things I'd like to.
Okay. Well, we'll take a break, and when we come back, maybe we're calling Nebraska State Bank for Dave. I don't know.
Let's do.
Okay. All right. So we will right after this.
Happy harvest time from Power Solutions, your local Vermeer dealer. Need to bale corn stalks? For durability and efficiency, the Vermeer 605N corn stalk special baler can make it through the toughest corn stalks quickly and efficiently. It's simple, it has heavy-duty parts. The cold will be here soon. Don't forget that Power Solutions has the BPX 9010 bale processor. Simple, durable, versatile. To save you time and money, Power Solutions can help with your diesel performance needs too. Just east of Broken Bow on Highway 2, your local Vermeer dealers.
Ever feel like your insurance company doesn't know you?
Insurance Corporation will issue generic plans where agricultural activities occur.
Only a human can visit your farm or ranch to know what you need. Find out why Farm Bureau Financial Services is the #1 ag insurer. It's your future. Let's protect it. Talk to an agent today or visit fbfs.com/protect. #1 ag insurer across our 8-state territory. 2019 SNL PNC Group Direct Written Premium.
They say if you listen hard enough, you can hear the corn grow. It's true. When you're out in the field, you understand its challenges and what it needs to thrive. Channel Seedsmen bring insights from the field to our team of Bayer plant breeders. Their knowledge inspires our product development. From your best ground to your most challenging conditions, our products are designed to perform in your fields. Visit channellistens.com to see our latest innovations. Always read and follow IRM where applicable, grain marketing and all other stewardship practices and pesticide label directions.
You need harvest results, not another radio ad. So let's get to the point. Channel Seedsmen place products to perform in your fields, and the results can speak for themselves. Get yield results from your area and less yapping at channel.com/yield. Huh. I guess less talking means more time for music. Classic rock, anyone?
That's channel.com/yield for local harvest results.
Always read and follow grain marketing and all other stewardship practices and pesticide label directions.
All right, we're back on the Breakfast Show. Now you want to call Nebraska State Bank about being employed there.
Well, okay. On a part-time basis.
Yeah, on your schedule.
Yeah,
because it says flexible. It says right here, when we were talking about looking for a full-time teller bookkeeper at Nebraska State Bank, right there it says flexible.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, maybe they need to be flexible.
That's really cold out. I'm not sure I want to be there in a T-shirt.
Okay, before we call, can we go through this? I'm not sure if we got everything done. Okay, I did the live read on Brewbakers, right?
You just did,
Chet.
Yes.
We talked to Mike Evans at Evans Feed.
We did, and I
check.
Embarrassed myself about cover crops. Yeah.
Fox Theater I talked about the movies
you.
earlier,
I
so
heard
check
you.
on that. Nebraska State Bank, we definitely know that's a check there, and we're going to call them here in a minute. Nebraska Land Hearing Center, you did that. Check.
Roxanne, yeah.
We talked to Chantil, Pizza Hut.
Chantilly Lace, yes.
Check. And the only other thing it says here is remote Varney Health Mart, and I know you were there.
Yeah, we did that.
Check.
Got a flu shot.
All right,
Everything's
we're good.
You can get a flu shot, too, at your local pharmacy for flu.
Okay, let's see. Okay.
I hope Betsy's not in a meeting. You can call her Lady Gaga, too, if you want. She knows. She answers to that as well.
Thank you for calling Nebraska State Bank. This is Lori. How may I help you?
Hi, Lori. This is Brent and Dave on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN Radio. Would Betsy Smith, by chance, be available?
Let me check for you. 1 minute.
Thank you.
She's nice.
Was that good to identify ourselves?
Oh, yeah.
Or is it best if maybe they don't know it's us?
Well, legally, we should.
Oh, legally.
Yeah.
I guess we want
I think they need to know they're on the air.
I think we're getting transferred.
I can feel it now. We're going down the hall.
Uh-oh.
She might be in a meeting.
Or she was told...
Betsy Smith with Nebraska State Bank. I'm away from my desk at the moment. Please leave me a voicemail.
Do you want to
and
leave
I
a
will
message?
take your call as soon as possible.
Or
Have
not?
a great day.
Or just call later?
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Oh, hi, Betsy. This is Dave. Oh, also a.k.a. Lady Gaga. How are you? This is Brent and Dave on The Breakfast Show. Just got to talking today, and I might be looking for some part-time work, and I was wondering if there was a greeting position available at the front door. I'd like to throw some ideas at you. I've got a special T-shirt I'd like to wear, and I would let people feel my muscles as a treat. And maybe throw out some candy. So if you might call back sometime tomorrow and see if we can discuss that, I'd really appreciate it. And don't tell Stuart Fox about this.
All right. There you go. Okay, that's your message? Right.
Yeah, I think so.
Betsy, we're done. Have a good day. Bye. Okay. Well, that's all right. You at least planted the seed.
Yes. You can't. You don't know unless you ask.
Yeah. So we'll give what? You want to give them a day or two for a callback? Otherwise, we'll call it. Because, listen, you got to be, in today's, you got to be persistent.
Yes, you do.
You
got to
just
rattle
can't
some cages.
I mean, you've left a message, but let's say you don't get a call in a couple of days. That doesn't mean that they're not interested. You got to be persistent. So.
Would it mean that they might be ignoring me?
Well, that could be.
I mean, maybe I shouldn't have told her about the muscle part. I'm sure the T-shirt will be all right.
Oh, boy. Okay, so it'll be interesting to see where it goes from here.
Yeah, maybe we could get a rotation schedule.
Oh.
That, the staff here might be able to take turns being greeters and wear the white T-shirts. And yeah.
Yeah, you
could be
know.
more than just
could
me.
Be. Yeah.
These are just things that we're throwing out as ideas.
Yep. There you go. Serving the public. Because
Yes.
that would be a service to the public.
I suppose they'd want you to say, where would you? What are you looking to do business-wise?
Yeah.
Well,
you would be maybe the front person as to what department someone goes to. Are they just there to cash a check? You can direct them right there to the teller. Looking for an ag loan, you can direct them back to where they need to go for that. Not only would you be a greeter in a way, Dave, you might be the gatekeeper.
That would be a very nerve-wracking situation to be in. I think they have a person there that sits up front that kind of takes care of that.
Yeah.
This would be more PR.
Yeah, there you go. You could even kind of work right on the outside of the building and open the door. So when people drive by, they see the first impression of Nebraska State Bank they have is you right there.
In my white T-shirt.
Yeah, flexing
my muscles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could have
you could open the door as people come in and go out. say welcome to Nebraska State Bank. Thank you for coming to Nebraska State Bank.
You want me to start your car for you while you're inside after a while so it'll be nice and warm? And
would you like me to help carry your money out to your
do
car?
You need any help with that cash? Things like that.
Oh, boy. I hope they call. I hope they're interested.
Well, I'd like to know more about, some of their interests as far as PR work goes, yes.
Yeah.
I know they're very involved in the community.
They are.
And this would just really be...
All of our area banks are very involved in the community, and we do appreciate that.
This would just be like a cherry on top of the sundae.
Kind of, yeah. All right, so we'll see where it goes from here. But I'm proud of you. You had an idea. You reached out. You got the ball rolling.
Well, you answered. Good job. You dialed the number. Thanks.
You bet. We're a team. Are we done?
Yeah, I think we've covered just about everything.
And even beyond.
In one way or another.
All right, we're done for the day. What was the high supposed to be today?
Do
you know? Were we going to get this? Oh, 50s is all.
Low 50s.
Okay.
Maybe at 50. I think it was said 50, high around 50.
So it'll be a good fall day today.
Yeah, because I don't know what it dropped down to. It was I think 39 when I left.
Yeah, you had 39 at 8 o'clock this morning.
I think it might get a little colder than that.
Okay, before we go, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Okay. The low, when you record it, because I know that you've been doing this for a long time, and your records go to the National Weather Service, I believe. And I've always been curious about how you catalog the low. Is it a 24-hour low, or is it like a when you say overnight low, is that what it did overnight? For example, at 7 o'clock this morning, like you were saying, it was 46.
Yes.
And then it dropped 7 degrees between 7 and 8. So if the temperature was 39 at 8, will that be the low tomorrow if it doesn't go below that overnight?
It will be the 24-hour low if it doesn't. Yeah, if it actually warms up and doesn't get that cold overnight, then 39 would be your 24-hour low.
Okay.
Officially with the National Weather Service. National Weather Service wants us to record 24 hours from 7 a.m. back to 7 a.m.
From 7 to 7. Okay.
But when we report to the public, we try to keep it what the overnight low was.
What it did overnight.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. So, and I got to say, the government used to pay a little bit of money to do all this.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. And, about every quarter you'd get this little, it wasn't a lot of money, but it was a little money that you got for recording these, this weather.
Sure.
And I started doing it clear back in the 1980s.
Yeah.
I've got a couple plaques.
I know you do.
So all of a sudden they quit sending the checks.
Did you call and ask them about it?
Well, they were here one time visiting, and I said, well, it's not a big deal, but they used to send money. Yeah, they quit doing that.
Oh.
And you're going, is there any more explanation to that? They just quit doing that.
Huh.
So at one time, there wasn't any annual fees to the FCC, which is the federal government, to have a radio station other than when you renewed your license. Now there's an annual fee.
Right.
So they just send you what you owe them every year because they need the money.
Okay.
Then on the other end, you're sending them weather, and they quit paying for it, and they just decided they're not going to do that anymore.
Oh. If you decided not to pay the FCC anymore, what do you think the repercussion for that would be?
Be a very large fine, and I'd be in jail.
And we're not going to do that. We're not going down that road.
Isn't it crazy?
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't really a lot of money, nothing to worry about. It was just kind of a little thank you check in the mail. Yeah. And they just said, well, we're not doing that anymore, but we really appreciate you doing this. And it's not that time consuming. No. I'm here in the morning anyway.
Well, we need to report it.
Yeah,
anyway.
We have to report it anyway. So it's not a big deal. It's just kind of like, we just decided we're not going to pay you anymore. And, oh, by the way, we're going to start billing you for just being on the air. And if you don't pay it, you're going to go to jail.
Oh, boy. Are we done now?
I'd like to put some Brad boots into that.
Oh, boy. I think we'll close the show. Jeff looks like he's ready to go. Are you ready to take over, Jeff? He's giving me the thumbs up. I think he's. Sometimes you can read people's minds. I think Jeff's going, thought you were done like 10 minutes ago.
Well, it doesn't bother me. I can't see him.
All right, Jeff's going to take over on Casey and I. Totally Awesome 80s is coming up on KBBN at the top of the hour. Talk to you tomorrow, Dave.
Let's hope so, my friend.
Playing rock classics.
And those that someday will be.
This is 95.